Hello everybody, and welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for one of the biggest races of the year, the Brickyard 400. Let's meet our starting grid, and then I got some news on the upcoming Camping World Truck Series. Row 1 has the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Dodge of Christian Baker, and the number 18 M&M's Toyota of Connor Brenton. Row 2 has the Red Bulldozer of Jeremy Coronas, and the number 1 Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet of Chase Cuthbert. Starting in one row behind them in row number 3, it's the 15 Napa Toyota of Austin Waldrop, looking for his first win of the season, along with the number 15, the number 5 GoDaddy.com Chevrolet of Gavin Royston. So behind them, it's the Blue Deuce of Jake Rogers and his brother Leo. And the 92 looks for a good run today, as he's starting up front. Behind them in row number 5, it's the Kingsford Toyota of Ben Lloyd and the Motorcraft Ford of Curtis Potter. Row 6 holds the 48 Lowe's Chevrolet Martin Cicala and the Speed Energy Dodge of Anna Lloyd. Behind them in row number 7, I think this is, it's number 39, Army Chevrolet of Keegan Royston, and the number 24 Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet of Jackson Irving. One row behind them, it's the number 9 Stanley DeWalt Tools Ford of Wyatt Morgan, and the number 88 National Guard Chevrolet of Ken Johnson. One row behind them, it's the number 33 Cheerios Chevrolet of Dylan Schwallenberg, and the number 29 Budweiser Chevrolet of Nick Listerman. Rounding out the field today, it's the number 78 Furniture Row Chevy of Matt Kemp. And now for the Camping World Truck news. I had posted a sign-up video a couple days ago. There's 2 spots left, so if you want to sign up, you better hurry. So, some news. I just recently found out that Championship Mode did not work for that mod, and so I'm thinking about doing the standings by the most wins. Well, that may sound kind of like, kind of a crappy way to do it, but, I'll give you guys a choice. If you want videos to come out less often, but have, authentic points, then, comment that. Or if you want me to just post videos more often and get it just by wins, post that. So, oh my gosh, my Pepsi glass has got mold in it. Look, my awesome retro Pepsi glass. It's got mold in it. Gotta watch that crap out. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys vote. Choice 1 is races less often but authentic points, and which is honestly preferred for me. And choice number 2, whoa, sorry about that, is races more often but with just number of wins being the points, and it will most likely be run in NR2005 because they have ORP. So yeah, I have the mod in NR2005 too. So I had NR2007, but I got rid of it because honestly I didn't like the sound pack that came with it, and I thought it was kind of a crappy game. I like 2005 a lot better though. But yeah, so that's the news on that. I didn't like 2007, I think, because it didn't come with the Koi mod of the car yesterday. So that kind of drove me nuts. But as you can tell here, all the way at the back of the pack, the crowd can still be heard. This is the largest seating, this is the biggest track seating-wise of all the tracks in NASCAR, and you can see exactly how much that is in the description below and the track facts that I got from NASCAR.com. They are their facts, they're not mine, they're not my own, I'm not taking credit for them, they're NASCAR.com. So, yeah, so we got about 30 seconds to go until the command to start today's Brickyard 400 off. Should be a pretty interesting race today here. I've never done a race here. Well, I've done a race with the Cup 90 mod, but it was with Indianapolis revamped 2011, I think it was, but I'm not positive if it was a 2011 version or not. It had a safer barrier, that's all I know. I'm not sure if this track has a safer barrier. I think it does, but I'm not positive. I also did a race at this track with the truck mod, but let's go trackside first. Drivers, start your engines. Well, there was our command. As I was saying, I did a race at this track with the truck mod. but I am still awaiting on seeing how it's going to be with the Cup 11S mod, which is what I'm running with my series. Also, guys, I still want to hear you guys' votes, and I'm really honestly getting kind of mad because I'm uploading these videos for you guys, and you're not watching them. And so I know this because my last video, the Good Sam 500, has only 2 views. So if you sign up, could you please subscribe to my channel and watch the races? Because I think for the 2012 season, I'm going to have the rule where if you do not comment on 5 videos in a row, well, it's not like here. I'll put it that better. If you can comment 1 for every 5 videos. And so if you do not comment on 5 videos in a row, so like, say you comment on the Daytona 500, but then 6 races later you don't comment, I'm thinking about either suspending you from the series. I don't want to kick you because that seems a little harsh for me. But guys, I really want you, or implementing a new rule, that in order to sign up you must be a subscriber of this channel. Because I will make the videos be private. But so yeah, so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. You have to be a subscriber of this channel in order to view these videos. So yeah, I know you guys may not like it, but I don't like it when I'm uploading these videos for you guys and you're not watching them. But this track does have a safer barrier, so that's a pretty good thing for these drivers. We'll get a pretty good look at it here. See, there it is right there. This track does have a safer barrier. A lot of the tracks in this game do not. The problem is, though, on the end, it looks like it's a pretty sudden decline. It's not just a gradual decline like it is. Yeah, it's a very sudden drop from the safer barrier back to the wall. So that's something to look out for as we're waiting. And the Brickyard 400 is now green. As Baker got a great jump to the line that time, as he's going to lead him down off into turn number 1. As there a big pack behind him, I was listening to hear if I heard a car scrape into the wall or in another car, but I did not hear that. As you can see now, we do trouble. Oh my goodness! A car went hard into the inside wall. A pretty big crash in the back here. Just carnage all over the place. We'll take a look at the race back to the line. As Baker's drifting up high, into the wall he goes. As man, this seems to be a pretty high contact racetrack. As I thought it was going to be a pretty good, clean, not cars bouncing all off the wall race. But then, where'd the 15 go? Oh, he's in second still. Well, let's take a look at the incident. I saw Ben Lloyd go shooting down towards the inside wall. Let's see what happened there on lap number 1 of the Brickyard 400 on the backstretch. This is one of the longest straightaways in the Sprint Cup Series. As man, he hit the wall a ton. So let's see. As I come out of turn number 2, see what happens here. It all starts when the 18. No, oh my gosh! That was a lot of contact. So I think, let's watch it from the 18, because I think that might have been where it started. Connor Brenton. No, it was with the 5 and the 1. So Cuthbert and Royston was where it all started. So let's see what happens here. Let's see, Royston's getting under Cuthbert. This is a battle for second. As man, Rogers there just delivered a big blow there. Let's go from the helicopter and see how many cars involved, because it looks like that might have been the biggest crash of the year. So let's see here. Watch it in slow motion. Let's see, we have 2 already. So far, how many cars involved? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. There's 9. 9 out of the 19 cars involved. That means only 10 got away unscathed, and that will no doubt put some cars out of the race today. Ben Lloyd in pit road. Chase Cuthbert. That was just a very big accident on lap number 1. So, the big fear of the safer barrier has come into effect here, because the thing with the safer barriers, it takes away a bit of racing room. And with these mods, they need all this racing room, but when that safer barrier's there, they get into the safer barrier, there's a car below them, it's going to take them out. But however, I think the single file restart will make things a lot easier on our drivers, as Baker's is leading them right now. Let's accelerate our caution flags in this race today. So we're on lap number 3 right now. Lap number 4, the pace stretch is still on. That was a very big wreck. There should be a lot of cleanup needed. Lap number 5, pace lights are off. So 5 out of 16 laps completed here. Well, 4 out of 16 laps complete here. We're going to go green with 5 out of 16 down. Meaning we're already approaching on the 10 to go marker, and we haven't even raced a single green flag lap yet. Hopefully this is not like Pocono, where we get so many cautions that the race almost ends under caution. Luckily with Pocono we had an exciting green-white checkered finish, with Gavin Royston being the victor. The car's now on the backstretch. You can see minimal skid marks on the racetrack from that accident. That's probably because a lot of cars didn't slide. They more of... I don't know what they more have done. There was a lot of smoke we saw, though, but not very many skid marks. Part of the reason might be because this is a concrete racetrack, or at least I think it is. I don't know. But cars on the backstretch right now, led by the pace car. Will this be a race where the pace car leads the most laps, or will there be a driver in one of those cars with the numbers on the sides and the roof be leading the most laps as they dive off into turns? Now watch the drop off here. If we get to where we can see it on the safer barrier, this should be a pretty good angle. See that drop off right there? It's very sudden. It's not as gradually on and off as it is on the going onto the safer barrier. It's very just sudden. So definitely something to be looking out for there. And did Ben Lloyd retire? No, he didn't. He's still in the race. So I think all cars involved were... Yes, all cars involved still in the race. Single file, waiting on the green flag. And here it is. We're back to racing at the Brickyard. Hopefully we can get a lap in here, as the cars will now make their way into turn number 1, single file. Except for in the back of the pack. Those are all the cars involved in the wreck. Through turn 1 clean. Through turn 2, cars into the inside wall. But they're able to keep it green though. As look at Rogers in the 92 car. As they come around turn number 3. Rogers looking to the inside, they're 4 wide. Rogers goes around. Trouble at the front of the pack. They keep it green though. Now the 29 goes around. Now we're under caution, and Rogers is going to lead them back to the line. Is this the first time all year he's been out front? We almost got... Oh my goodness, the radiator is off that number 29 car. He had a hard impact with that wall there. The whole front end of his race car is chewed up. Oh, a car flipped. Watch this. Watch this now. You see there's a lot of incidents there. 24 car goes around, hits into him, and he flips on his roof. Oh my goodness, it was a 24 that went around. How many times did he barrel roll? Looks like only once, but that's the second instance in a row. That's 2 races in a row that we've had a car barrel roll. I'm starting to question the safety of these cars. Luckily, nobody has been hurt in one of these, but man, it was before he barrel rolled twice, maybe 3 times. 3? As he ends up on his roof. Jackson Irving does in the 24. That was just a big accident. It was multiple incidents too. I think Royston might have been involved in one of them. We almost made it a lap around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway under the green flag. As there's a couple incidents where cars slid off the track, like right here. Watch the 39. we see him getting the contact. He saves it. He's on the access road. Cuts back through the grass. And then he gets contact from Matt Kemp in the 78. So, this race is showing to be a pretty big. This could shake up the point standings a lot. The unofficial point standings, I don't even know what the official ones are. But that definitely took a few cars out of the race. Cars taken out of the race. Nick Listerman, Jackson Irving, Wyatt Morgan, and Chase Cuthbert. So currently on lap number 8. Now we are halfway through the Brickyard 400. We've not even raced a lap under green yet. I'm sure Leo Rogers, is hoping it stays the way it is, but it will not. As the lights atop the pace car go out, and we will have 6 laps to go at the green flag. Can we get... Now, if there's another caution, I would not be surprised if we either had a green-white checkered or this race finished under caution. Because, well, Leo Rogers, that's probably exactly what he wants to see right now. He's in a great position right now with 6 to go. That if he, depending on the size of the wreck, if it's just a car spins out, there should only be maybe 3 pace laps, and we'll get back for the green-white checkered. Or maybe even that. Maybe they'll restart with 3 to go. But remember, last race at Pocono, we had a restart with 2 to go, which is the green-white checkered. Remember, no overtime in this game because it was made in 2003, and that was before the green-white checkered. So the green-white checkered is when they restart with 2 to go. But now it's going to be Leo Rogers up front for the first time this year. That number 92 is atop the scoring pylon. For the first time, we've seen it all year. There you can see a lot of skid marks from that last accident, or at least into turn 3. Now look at in turn 4. Man, that just looks like a nasty impact. Those are from the 24, I think, barrel rolling. But you can see the 92 car might have maybe the most undamaged race car. You can see both the left and the right rear fenders are both banged up, but pace car's off. Just the remaining cars to settle it here at Indianapolis. Currently waiting on the drop of the flag, and here it is. We are racing with 6 to go at Indy. Can we settle it under green? I sure hope we can. Rogers leads them down into 1 and 2. There's turn 1. There's turn 2. They're clean so far. There's now trouble. Kemp goes around, and that will bring out the caution. So now it's a race back to the line, but now it's Potter out front. As now trouble racing goes around. Now who's out front? Is it Anna Lloyd? Is she out front? What the heck just happened? I'm really sorry about that, guys. Luckily, we'll be able to resume our race without any... What the crap? Well, hopefully this will stop happening. And now, you see the 39 car, very beat up race car. As he was involved in that accident for sure. As man, I just feel so bad for these drivers. We have not gotten a full lap in under the green flag yet. As it looks like he nailed Matt Kemp there. Let's take a look what happens. I'm sorry for those 2 interruptions. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. As we'll take a look as they come down. I think this is turn number 2. Lloyd gets into the wall. Turns Matt Kemp around. Oh, the 39 took some pretty big impact. See, the roof flaps never opened. The roof flaps never opened. That is not a good sign on that number 39 car. Possibly a design flaw, but watch the flaps atop the car. They never open. They should have opened quite a bit earlier. There you see the contact. 30, he goes around. Should have opened about right here. But they did not. So let's go on board and see if the front flaps opened. Yeah, the front flaps definitely opened. So that's a good sign. But let's see. Oh man, you should have a great seat. See, it's that drop off we were talking to you about. the drop off where it goes from so much to so little in so little time. We can see him here. He's on pit lane, probably to park his race car on lap number 12 out of 16 here. So could we be looking at a green-white checkered on lap number 13? We have 4 laps to go. Anna Lloyd is currently your leader. Let's accelerate through the cautions. As the 39 car is back out, by the way, I think. Lap number 14, pace switch is still on. As, yes, the green flag will fly on the white flag lap. We will have a 1-lap shootout to the finish. No, even if there's a caution, it does not matter. We will most likely not run. We'll most likely not run a race. Run a lap under the green flag here. Kind of a disappointing race, but if you like big wrecks, this was your race to watch. A lot of cars out of this race. Did Keegan Royston ever retire? Ben Lloyd retired. Keegan Royston retired. And so we are left with just 13 cars left in this field today. So it'll be a shootout between these 13 cars. Can Anna Lloyd win her second race of the season, not very far from home, or will Baker or Rogers pass her by and get their first one of the season? Just an amazing run by the driver of that number 92 car today, Leo Rogers. They built him a great car. He's gotten banged up a little bit, but he has been able to avoid everything so far. Now I say so far because we still have 1 more lap of racing to go. And I do not doubt that there will be an incident on this lap, but however, we will stay focused in on the battle for the lead. If there's any incidents, I will catch you up on it after the race. As they are rounding out turns 3 and 4 here. Pace car is leading them. He will soon dip off though. And it will just be these 13 cars to settle it at the Brickyard 400. Who is going to win it? As pace car leads, he makes that slight turn into the pits. It's just these 13 cars ready to get the green flag and the white flag at the same time. They're waiting at 67 miles an hour. As now they get the flag, we're racing for 1 lap at Indianapolis. And Lloyd's going to lead him down into 1, but now Potter's going to pass Rogers, it looks like, for 3rd. As it's Lloyd and the 22 car duking it out. 22 car is, oh, trouble! Roll drop goes around. That'll hold up the 92. But they're probably solid right now for the lead. That's the 22 and the 7. It's going to be Baker to the inside. Baker's going to go to the inside and get the lead, and Lloyd hits the wall. Baker around turn 3. Can he do it? As he keeps it off the wall, the yellow flag and the checkered flag are in the air at the same time. It's going to be Christian Baker to kiss the bricks here at Indianapolis. As Christian Baker, the winner today, Martin Cicala involved in an accident, as well as Dylan Schwallenberg. Now let's take a look at all the last lap mishaps. As he stopped right on the access road. See what happened here. Well, coming around, I think this is turn 3. It's that abrupt stop in the safer barrier there, and the 2 car just has nowhere to go. He cannot see a thing out of his front windshield. Luckily, that safer barrier was, oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! He hit him so hard. Watch this. The 48 car lost its radiator. The whole front end of his race car went away. Let's watch from the onboard. So you can see nothing. Oh my goodness, that was just a heavy hit. That was just a terrible collision. You can see there, the whole front end of that thing is gone. So now we'll take a look at what else happened that lap. Who else was? I know Austin Waldrop went around. I know also Leo Rogers. He was having such a good day. He was about to get a top 5 finish, and then this happens. Look at this here. The whole front and end of his race car is intact. Watch what happens. See, nothing here. It's still perfect. It's still perfect. It's still unscathed, I think. Yeah. Did he? Oh my gosh, it's just a shame for him. He was going to have a top 5 finish. He was doing so well on the day. Oh my goodness, he got lucky there. He is a lucky duck. Watch from on board his car as he makes it through here. There you can see smoke. You can't see anything. Cannot see anything. Wow. That probably scared the crap out of him. Whoops. Now we're on board at 1/3 real time. See, he cannot see very much. Except for bam, that and wow. That was a close call here, but we'll take a look at onboard the 15 incident. Now watch him here. That slowed him down, an unbelievable. And he hit the wall. That's honestly why he slowed down, because he got into the wall. But your winner today was a first-time winner, and it was Christian Baker. Wait, did he? I think he's won before. I'm not positive, though. I can see the green flag still out. But that is your race today. But I don't know why. Is the pace car just doing laps out there? He's the only car out there right now doing laps. But that's your race today, folks. And now we'll dip in. And oh! The cars go racing even though they're invisible. Well, that's your race today, folks. Thanks for watching. And Baker is going to win it. Unofficial points stay the same. Man, what a win this was. Make sure to join us next week when we go, or tomorrow rather, excuse me, when we go to a last road course race of the year at Watkins Glen, the Thunder Road. Thanks for watching.